Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's special service. Thank you all for tuning in. Tonight is special because we have some Awaken Youth members who are going to facilitate tonight's service, and I'm excited. I hope you guys are. I can't wait to show you some of the things that the youth are doing. So look forward to that. But first, I would like to give a big shout out to Pastor. Thank you, Pastor, for allowing Awaken Youth to participate in tonight. Our pastor doesn't do this because he doesn't have anything better to do, or because he doesn't have another option, or because he's busy. Pastor allows the youth to participate because he believes in Awaken Youth. And not only does he believe in Awaken Youth, he loves them. And so I am thankful for a pastor who not only loves his young people, but he also believes in them and is excited about what the Lord is doing in their lives. So again, thank you, Pastor, for that. Before we get too started into things, I just want to remind you guys to pray for all the needs that our congregation has. We have many needs, but like Pastor says, that doesn't catch the Lord off guard. So please remember the needs. Also, this Saturday is the 4th of July. That is my favorite holiday. I am excited about the 4th of July. So I hope you guys get together with family and friends and you guys have a great 4th of July. And then following that, July 5th is service in the sanctuary. So I'm excited to, as of right now, the plans are to go back to service in the sanctuary Sunday at 10 a.m. If you can't make it, or you're leery, or for whatever reason, we will still be Facebook Live at 10 a.m. So if we can't see you in the sanctuary, we hope to see you on Facebook Live. Tuesday, Sister Shay touches base with the ladies at 7 p.m. Wednesday, right here, Pastor touches base, except for tonight, which is the youth. Immediately following that, on the children's page, Sister Lisa and her team, man, they kill it. They do an awesome job. And Sister Lisa's been doing like Bible clues and stuff. And I didn't know that we could guess. And so I was really excited when she told me that I could guess, because I was like, I know the answers. So head over there and see what the children's ministry are doing. And they usually post a video right after a Wednesday night service. And then Thursdays, the youth connect with me at 6 p.m. on the Awaken Youth page. And it's just a great time. It's a great time. Plug in somewhere. I know it's hard and feels like everything's canceled and nothing's going according to plan, but that doesn't mean that you can't plug into something. All right, so here we go for tonight. First off, I'm going to show you guys a promo video, and then following that video, I'm going to come back and I'm going to explain and talk about the video a little bit, and then we're going to move into some of the young people are going to be singing and sharing a word, and so I'm excited for what the young people have tonight. So stay tuned. After the video, I'll come back and then you guys can see some of the awesome things that the youth are doing. Stay tuned. if you've never given to She's for Christ, to SFC, I want to encourage you right now. I want to take just a few minutes and encourage you to invest in SFC. Your dollars don't just stay here at the local level with camps and convention and Congress, but it also goes outside of Missouri, and it goes outside of the United States, and it goes across the sea. And every dollar invested in SFC goes to further the kingdom. And I love this fundraiser, and I'm just excited about it. Every Thursday night in our Youth Connect, I do a challenge, and it's a different challenge every week. And the winner, or the top 2 winners, or whatever it may be that week, has an opportunity to go to the SFC store and to pick an SFC item or gear or merch or whatever word you want to use. And that's my way of kind of promoting SFC. And there's that page has a ton of SFC stuff. You got the SFC Amplify shirt, that's our theme for the year. You've got SFC socks in black and blue. They're very comfortable. I actually wore a pair of these to work last week, and they kept me comfy all day long. I like those. And then there's even SFC pins, SFC notebooks, and they're actually sticky. So I really like those. And they also have like an SFC knife, which I know some of our youth boys would love to have. Comes with this handy dandy case, carrying case. Look, it fits on your belt loop, I guess. I assume that's what that's for. It also has water bottles, rowdy towels, those little things that you stick on the back of your phone to hold your phone. I can't think of the name of those right off the bat, but those are some great items to invest in, and every dollar goes to SFC. And also we have these coin cans, okay, and you can get change anywhere. You can get coins anywhere. Check your couch, check your car. I can't think of any more C words, but check everywhere. There are coins everywhere. Fill up one of these, turn it into me. I also have these pledge cards. It explains what they do, what SFC does on the back, and inside is a pledge, how much you're willing to pledge for SFC. And I just really want to encourage every young person to please become invested in SFC and the things that they support and that they fund, because in doing so you're funding yourself. And it doesn't have to just be young people. Adults, you're more than welcome to invest in that. And so please, I encourage you to see me, ask for a pledge card. Also, come and get a coin can, fill that up, and the Lord is going to bless you for every coin, for every penny, for every dollar that you give. The Lord is going to see that, and He's going to bless that. So now it is time for some youth. And I'm excited. I love it. I love it when we get to see youth step out of their comfort zone and give to the Lord. And it's exciting when they sing or when they speak a word that uplifts and encourages. You don't have to be 25 years old. You don't have to be 30. You don't have to be 31. You don't have to be 50. You don't have to hold a license to speak a word. And I'm excited about what the young people are going to have for tonight. So please stick around and worship with those that are singing. And I hope that you receive a word from the young people tonight.
Always Hey everyone, I just wanted to hop on here and share for a few moments how good God is and just share my heart with you. Before I start, I would like to give honor to Pastor and Sister Sheila for this opportunity to speak and to just be transparent with what the Lord has given me. So without further ado, let's begin. I'm going to start out with a story. I love stories, I love telling stories, and I love sharing what God has done for me. So, as most of you know, I had surgery back in March, and the recovery process for that is pretty lengthy. And things that you have to do to recover is kind of wonky, but that's okay. I would say about 2 weeks after surgery, I was still having to sleep on the couch because my back needed lots of support and just a bunch of other reasons why I had to sleep on the couch. And so I believe I was about 2.5, 3 week mark that we decided to start trying to do the transition to my bedroom to sleep in my own bed. And it was a very hard thing to do for me. And so the first week back in my room, was very difficult. I didn't sleep very well or that much. And I remember one night I was laying in bed and I couldn't sleep. Nothing was helping with pain. I was frustrated, confused. I was hurt. I'm not gonna lie. I was hurt and upset. And so I was laying there, and my parents' room is right next to my room, and it made it very easy for me to just yell out in the middle of the night if I needed them and for one of them to come running. So I was laying there and I needed to be turned over. I couldn't turn on my own because the muscles in my back were still trying to heal. And so I remember yelling out for my dad. My mom had to work, so I always had to yell for Dad. And so I yelled out for Dad, and he didn't come running. He was very tired, and whenever my dad gets very tired, he sleeps, and he sleeps hard. So I was laying there, and I would yell, and I yelled, and I yelled, and nothing ever happened. So I eventually reached over on my nightstand and picked up the first thing I could, and I threw it to the wall thinking he would hear it. No. But eventually he did. He did come into the room and he helped me. But it was the next morning that I realized what I had thrown. And whenever I graduated, I got a gift, and it was a bunch of little trinkets that had positive and encouraging quotes on them, and I love it. I love them all, and I have them all over my room. However, I had this one on my nightstand. It says, "The best is yet to come," and that is a quote that I have clung to in every dark moment of my life, because I truly believe that the best has always been yet to come. If you're in a dark moment, then you're not done. And so the next morning, whenever I woke up and I saw what it was, I asked my dad to pick it up for me. And so he picked it up for me and he handed it back to me. And I held it, and whenever I held it, it immediately went like this. And I started crying because I was so upset that I had broken my coaster. And my emotions were running high, so please don't judge. But I remember laying in bed, and I was praying. I'm like, God, I'm so frustrated. why am I having to deal with this much at one time? I mean, you've got the pandemic, we were quarantined, I couldn't see my friends, I was trying to recover, I was trying to be positive. It felt like everything was against me. I was in a low moment, and so in that moment, I looked over and I saw that it said, "The best is yet to come." And so I'm like, that's pretty ironic because it's broken. You know, how can the best be yet to come if it's broken? And then I felt the peace of God sweep in, and he said, "Anna, you may feel broken, you may feel cracked, but the best is yet to come." And so whenever I picked it up and it did that, he said, "You may be the coaster, but I'm the glue on the back holding it together. It may be broken, but it's still put together. It is still in one piece, just cracked." And so I just started crying, and honestly, I didn't feel worthy of that moment. I didn't feel like I deserved it because I had been so ungrateful for God bringing me through so much with the surgery. But I feel the urgency in my spirit to share with you that if you feel broken, if you feel cracked, the best is yet to come. The Bible says, "Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert." If you are in a desert place right now, he will make a way. He will make a way where there seems to be no way. God is for us and not against us. There has been so much negativity going on in our world these days, and it's easy to get down about it. It is easy to be discouraged. So I want to encourage you not to look to the negativity, but to look to God, because he is making a way. Though it may seem like we are surrounded right now by all kinds of bad things going on in this world, we have a promise for the future that he will be back soon, and that he is going to make all things good again. And so I am here to say that I believe that better things are coming for our church, better things are coming for our youth group, better things are coming for our world. We are on the edge of a revival like never before, y'all. My mind is blown, because I know that if I didn't have God right now, I wouldn't know what to do with the way that the world is turning out. It's easy, even whenever you do know God, to get anxious about how things are. It's easy whenever you do know God to get down and get sad about the way that the world is. And I get speechless sometimes. I want to share how good God is, and I want to share his love, but sometimes I'm at a loss of words, because you don't know how to convey exactly how good God is whenever he is that good. I know I'm saying good a lot, but that's how great he is. Please know that if you're in a bad spot, if you're down, if you're overtaken with the cares of this world and you feel broken, if you feel cracked, please know that the best is yet to come. Please don't give up. Now is not a time to give up on God. Now is a time to grow closer to God, to get more on fire for God, to share his love, to share his goodness with everyone that you see. Now is just, we are on the edge. We are on the edge of what God has prepared us for. So please take courage. Things will be better. Things are going to get better. And I just thank you for listening to me. I'm sorry if I repeated myself a lot. It's just my heart's so overwhelmed with the feelings of this world and the feelings of God and how great he is. Just thank you.
You are my storms, my everybody's had a great Wednesday. It's Wednesday night. It's our youth service night. Sister Sheila asked me just to speak to y'all briefly over something, and I believe that I have a word of encouragement for somebody. But I want to start out by just telling a quick little story. About 2 or 3 months ago, I was sitting in here at the dining room table, and Mom was in the kitchen cooking, and Braxton came running in with a little bitty flower. And he asked Mom for a glass of water. He said that he was going to go back out there and replant it. So Mom gave him a glass of water, and he went back out there, and he dug a little hole. He had a little shovel, and he planted it. And whenever he planted it, he came back in about 5 or 10 minutes later, I want to say, and he said that the flower had died, that there was nothing else he could do, that it was just dead. And as I was sitting here, it hit me. I was like, sometimes whenever we begin to pray over something, we want it to happen instantly. Like he wanted to see that flower instantly grow as soon as he stuck it in the ground. And we get so frustrated whenever we begin to pray over something and it doesn't happen right then and there. Just like he got frustrated that he didn't see the instant growth. And if he would have only knew that each and every day whenever he went outside and he watered it and took care of it, that he would have seen growth eventually. Just like in our prayer lives, if we can pray more and fast more over the situation, that if it's the Lord's will, that it's going to happen on His time, that we're going to see it come to pass whenever He's ready for it to come to pass, that He's going to hear and that He's going to help. Jeremiah 29:12 says, "Then shall ye call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you." The word hearken means to hear. So we know right then and there that whenever we go into the Lord in prayer, that He hears us. He hears us the first time we've prayed about it. He hears us the second time we pray about it. He hears us the third, fourth, fifth, 100th time we've prayed about it. It's just whenever it's the Lord's time, it'll happen. And I just want to encourage y'all to keep on praying and to keep on pressing over certain circumstances and certain things that you're praying on. If you haven't seen it come to pass, just to be consistent in your prayer. Just to be consistent and keep praying. Because whenever it's the Lord's time, it'll happen. I hope y'all have a great Wednesday night, and looking forward to seeing y'all in church, hopefully Sunday.
Thank you to the young people who are willing to participate tonight. Every time I ask a youth member to participate, they are quick to say yes, and so thank you for every young person that participated. Tess, your song blessed me, anointed me. Anna, your words, man, my favorite was when you said, I wrote it down so I could quote it correctly. You said, "It may be broken, but this is the glue still holding it. I'm still the glue." See, I wrote it down. I still quoted it wrong. We may be broken, but He is the glue still holding us together in one piece. And it's gonna get better. The best is yet to come. And that really blessed me, your word tonight. Thank you for being sensitive to the Spirit and for being willing to share that word. And then Kaiser, the best always. You always deliver a great word. We have to be consistent. We have to be consistent. Because if we're consistent, then He'll be there. He'll be there to be the glue that we need to hold us in place. So thank you both for that wonderful word that was on time. And if nobody else was blessed, I know that I was blessed for it. So thank you for doing that. Tess, thank you for blessing us with your song. That's a good song. I don't think I've ever heard it before until you sang it, and I'm just like ugly crying, and I really like it. You're anointed. I think that goes perfectly actually with Anna's message. We have to surrender ourselves so that God could be the glue that we need for our brokenness. And so beautiful, beautiful singing. And then Tess and Emma, Abby and Emma, thank you for always being willing to play a song and to sing for me. And then for the T girls, for guest starring tonight. Thank you guys for participating as well. I was blessed by your singing, as I know that everybody else was. So thank you guys for participating. I always love to see other youth being used. God's not just doing things for Awaken. He's doing it for youth all over the place. And so thank you guys for singing. And we are going to close out tonight with one more song. And I hope you guys really listen to the words of this song. Worship as it plays, and I hope you guys have a blessed evening. I hope you got something out of tonight, and you have a good evening. Bye.